Here we are, YouTubers. This is the no longer very new bridge, but the new Oakland Bay Bridge. One of the things we're going to see this time is the continued dismantling of the old bridge, which will be happening here in a second. And me and Phil are heading into this city with our coffees and our brains. We got our brains and our coffees. We figured that should be enough. We're hoping that's enough to get us through this day. But the new bridge is, of course, a brilliant white. It's the same color as the cranes, the unloading cranes that are here at the port. That color was supposed to parallel that. So you'll see the cranes over here, and then you'll see the bridge. It is also the tallest single structure suspension bridge in the world. That is to say, there's only one statue, or there's only one beam going up here, one suspension thing. There's not one on either side or three in the middle or anything. There's just one, and it's the tallest, and you're going to see that right now too. All right, now there's a giant game, starts at 1:05. There's it's a Sunday and it's going to be sunny and pleasant. So this is about normal traffic, but you can see that gorgeous single suspension beam there. It now has the long entranceway, and the idea of the design of that was that so you could see out to the bay instead of having walls alongside you. There's the cranes, the Oakland port, of course, one of the busiest ports in the world. All the stuff from China comes and gets unloaded right there and sent all over the United States, all the plastic toys and the various things the Chinese make for us. Yeah, so now this used to be different. Of course, it was over there, so you couldn't see. Now, look, you can see the water. You can see Marin over there. You can see just right out across the water. It's pretty cool. This is about the 10th time I've been across this bridge now in my life, because I haven't been out here much lately. But there is video on the site of the old bridge. I did what we're doing right now with the old bridge, and you can check that out too. Actually, traffic's not bad right now. Between Oakland and San Francisco, you have Treasure Island, a former naval station, which now has a concert venue on it and some housing. I've got a friend who lives there, actually. Small apartments. They're trying to develop it, but they had found waste from nuclear submarines there, I heard. So the cleanup was not fully effective. At night, these are lights, just white poles with lights on the top. You're going to see here the tallest suspension bridge, single suspension bridge in the world, the Oakland Bay Bridge. And then when you go through the tunnel on Treasure Island, you end up at the San Francisco Bay Bridge, which was renamed for Willie Brown. Did you know that? They renamed the other side of this for former Mayor Willie Brown, former state assemblyman. He was a leader of the assembly, in fact, but a man who was very corrupt, known widely as a man you could buy. You could get him to, you could get him to do pretty much anything if you gave him the right amount of money or the right votes. I met Willie a few times. In fact, I was with Willie on the day of Obama's election. First election, 2009, was it? 8? When Obama was first elected. I was at the St. Francis that morning, and Willie, Mayor Brown, and I sat together at the bar and chatted, stood, we should say. We were talking about a variety of things. It's a fond memory for me. He also was involved in many arts projects for us, which was cool. There you go. Tallest suspension bridge in the world. People can't drive, apparently. Once they get under it, they lose their minds. So we watched this built, Phil and I did, over the course of several years. And there's footage of that there too. It's pretty cool. You can basically get an idea here as we pass under. There's Oakland. See the fog rolling in over there. And we're going to be in the city here shortly. Here's Treasure Island, of course. Oil tankers, you can see them. They'll be mostly empty down there. That's why you see all the red on the bottom of the tanker. And then they go and they fill up, usually over by Richmond, and then head out across the ocean. So all that plastic comes from China, and all this oil goes to China. And the big tankers take the oil, and the big container ships bring back the plastic. Crazy times we're living in. All right, YouTubers, MTK the Octopus, heading into the city, baby.